they want to do. But I feel like maybe take some time to explore that as well. Like,
I agree.
You know, so you can, you know, go to your strength. Because I feel that I know people are money motivated, but you're gonna get to a point where it's just like you're a robot. You just go in and then you become unhappy because money is great, but it's better when you're doing something that you love and you're making the money.
Hi, welcome.
Right, today, Stella, you've got a nice scenario for us.
Okay, here you go. Dear Let's Talk Jobs, I don't know what to do. I've become very comfortable in a job that I didn't expect myself to be in. I do want more money and possibly want to do something different. I don't know where to start and which steps to take. Can you help?
Okay. So do they have like any career aspirations, anywhere they really want to move into?
I don't have any career aspirations. The only thing I wish to aspire is being financially good and able to provide.
So how much are they making right now and what do they consider to be financially good?
Okay, so that's a good question. I didn't ask that. So he said I'm currently on 27 and 45k is my long-term aspiration.
And what are they doing?
So they're currently working and they're like an immigration officer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they work in government?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so just to confirm, the job role or the duties are like, is it customer facing or is it more like data entry work?
Not sure.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay. We got options for both.
Yeah.
What's running through my mind is the statement that I may ask you to repeat it, but something like they don't have career aspirations.
No.
That was that. Can you repeat that statement, or what do they mean by do not have career aspirations? Did they elaborate anywhere, or
Literally, this is what they said word for word. I want to be where the money resides.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. No, I don't have any.
Let me double that. This
Okay.
Two things. I love this. I probably should make the title of this video. I want to be where the money resides. Do you know what it is? So many people find themselves in this scenario, and I feel that the main thing is that people haven't found something that they love. They haven't found something that they're amazing and they're great at. And so sometimes we assume that only careers that takes like a big degree, you know, like I must study for years and years and years, and then I can get all of the money that's you know I want to get. That's not the case, and there's other jobs. I'm gonna tell this person advice and they might like it. I think my number one advice that they should do, like tomorrow, is get a childcare certificate and certification in childcare. Reason why is because you should probably look into doing more vocational work, like being a driver.
Okay.
You know, for like well-off families, getting paid 65, 75k. You can look into being a housekeeper for well-off families. You can be a security. You not having having a certification in childcare and stuff along those lines at a reasonable level. It's not like you're always working with kids. The only reason why people are going to pay that money is because you're going to work with kids. So it's like that's probably, and that puts you an edge above everybody else. And you can kind of do it whilst you're doing whatever you're doing at the moment, but it puts you above everybody else. So that's probably my number one, which is weird, but it's a big shift. That's what I think they should do.
Okay, because I wasn't with you at the beginning when you were saying get a qualification in childcare. But what you're saying is get the qualification in childcare. It certifies you to be able to work around children, but doesn't mean you're going to be directly playing with them and that kind of thing. But you could drive them. You could be security for the for the family. So that's really good.
But this the crazy thing about it, right? It's like, if you have two driver's CVs in front of you and you have 3 kids, do you want the person that got the certification with childcare or the person that's been driving for a couple of years?
Yeah. And I feel like even if you don't have kids, I feel like people always view people that have a liking to kids or working with kids as someone more trustworthy. So I do feel that will kind of like help. That's a really, really.
So if you have kids as well, and you know, bring that to the forefront when you have these conversations. If you go for interview and things like that, don't shy away from that, because it just shows that you've got the aptitude to be and care for children,
Yeah,
etc.
makes a big difference.
I definitely think, what you said in terms of the vocational stuff. I guess for me, I'm always like a stickler to like find. I don't always get it when people say they don't have career aspiration. Not that I don't get it.
He wants where the money resides.
I know.
Okay, but he wants to go where the money resides, yes. So you're saying you think there should be he needs to
I feel like there must be
out.
something, there must be something that I think what you were saying before in terms of people don't really know what they want to do, but I feel like maybe take some time to explore that as well.
Right,
like,
I agree.
so you can, go to your strength. Because I feel that I know people are money motivated, but you're going to get to a point where it's just like you're a robot, you're just going and then you become unhappy because money is great, but it's better when you're doing something that you love and you're making the money. So I definitely think, I don't have enough detail, but I definitely think exploring kind of like what kind of things you must have wanted to do something from before. Do you know
what do you enjoy?
What do you enjoy? Like how
I enjoy making money. I don't think he understood. He said, I need money. He said, money come to me now. And so let's set the guy up to get the money.
Okay, hold on though. But maybe it is going that. Maybe it's a backwards thing, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe it is, okay, we know that the passion is, I want to be where the money is. So maybe some people are really flexible. They see a role and they can adapt to that role and they'll be happy in that role and they can build from that.
Okay.
Because let's say he does the driving job. Let's say after that he's around these rich people and he starts, he could have a whole fleet of drivers that he could then,
Do you know what? I think that's a good point because I did ask him, I said like, what made you become comfortable? Like, how did you get into that situation? And at the time, it was just an opportunity to get the role. He doesn't hate the role. He's just mad comfortable. So,
but the money's not paying him.
Yeah, the money's not paying.
Do you know how long he's been in that role for?
Okay.
He said, wait, how long he's been in the role? He said 7 years.
7 years. And how much is he earning?
27.
Has his money gone up in that time? Do we know that?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But if you work for the government, you get your 1% pay increase each year. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, that's legit.
Yeah, that's legit. Like,
he wasn't making fun.
1%. Sorry, I thought you were making fun. Apologies to
So no, in government, it's always in the news about the pay rises.
Okay.
Or lack of them. Yeah.
Okay, so. It does seem like, for example, because he's very comfortable. 7 years, he's very comfortable with maybe 1% pay increase in that time. So I definitely think he should definitely focus on vocational roles, and he needs to be, as I think what Francis said is key. Work for one of those families that are well off.
Yeah.
I think there are a number of things you could do, even if I don't know if this person is minded to be like a handyman as well, and if that's something, that's another thing that you could look at as well. You might be more practical. So that's something. Again, you can do that for these rich families and make a good amount of money. Yeah. And I think the thing with these things, like the point I was saying before was you're motivated by money and you're probably quite flexible in the way you're saying you don't really care where you work as long as there's money. Yeah. So use that adaptability that you have to maybe just think about building a business out of it, just doing something because you're going to be in... We know you're going to get these roles if you go down that path, but you don't know what you could build from that because you're around these rich people. There's so many things you can build from that.
Just a quick one. So just to round off, so he's on 27, his long-term aspiration 45k. From you guys' opinion, how quick can he get to the 45k? Is that attainable? Like, that's almost 20k more.
From what we know, and this is like literal factual examples, there are people that are making 75,000 to 80,000 doing driving jobs.
Well,
even
you've got a license,
childminders as well.
You haven't had it's a clean license, and you haven't had any violent convictions.
Yeah,
then it's like
they're making 75,000.
Guys, I feel like this is a bit of a no-brainer. If you want to be where the money resides, you've got a clean driving license, get a child care qualification, work for rich families. You can be handyman, you are good with your hands, practical. Yeah, guys, that's where you need to be.
Yeah, and I think daily TV, like, if we're talking about like what they can do in the next year or two,
Yeah.
they can easily get to 45 in the next year.
Yeah.
Even,
That's amazing because you specifically said my long-term aspiration.
Yeah.
You can get way past that.
Well,
that's,
easy.
that's your next year aspiration. In my
Literally.
opinion.
Literally.
Okay, well, guys, I think.
Yeah, nothing more to add.
Anything more?
No.
Let us know how it
Let us know how
goes.
it
Give
goes.
us feedback. Sometimes it may be a scenario similar to yours. Let us know how it went for you as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.